Now, this is something very important, especially for people who suddenly get interested in investing today. I realize a lot of people, because you must heard that the stock market came down, suddenly get very interested. So please, 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 okay, before you even start investing, ask yourself this question: why invest in the first place? Okay. Throughout my career as an investment trainer, I realized that unfortunately a lot of people invest for entertainment. What do I mean by invest for entertainment? They buy, then after that quickly wish to sell. And after that, if let's say, for example, the price really went up, they're happy, they best sell already. Then they make money. They don't know what to do with the money. Then what do? They end up spend away. Okay, so this is still quite okay, still nice scenario. But after that, they think that, wow, so easy, they buy again. Then after that, what happened? The price drop, they lose money. Then what happened? They actually keep, they don't sell. So eventually, when they make money, they sell, then spend away, they lose money, they buy the stock, they keep. Now, over long term, what are you going to have? You're obviously going to have a portfolio of rubbish, and all the money you made all gone. So that one is definitely not investing. Okay, so please don't invest for entertainment. So if you really want to go into investment, really spend some time. This one can easily take you like at least 3 nights, 5 nights. Why you need to invest in the first place? Okay, so I think it's easiest for me to share with my story. It's my personal story. I think that is the easier way to start. So personally, why I invest is, I think why a lot of people need to invest is because of this monster called inflation. So this is inflation rate. I'm quite sure everybody knows what's inflation. Price go up. Let me be academic about it. So I take the representative period. Inflation rate about 2.5%. Okay. Now, what does 2.5% or I round up to 3%, what does it mean? If inflation continue at 3%, price will almost double every 20 years. Okay, so this is just mathematics. If inflation continue at 3%, price will almost double every 20 years. And I do believe inflation will always be there, given that Singapore will always be a growing economy. Okay. So let's think about it, see whether is it true or not. So today we are in 2020. To have a standard meal, we probably do it at food court, noodle $5, kopi $2, $7. Okay, about there, cannot run away. So do me a favor, think about it. 20 years ago, think about it where you are. So 20 years ago, I'm 25 years old. Okay. So think about it, 20 years ago, we probably, when we want to have a normal standard meal, we will actually do it at hawker center. Okay, noodle $3, kopi 80 cents, 3.80. Okay, can you see that the price actually have indeed doubled? Okay, and what I'm saying here is this: 20 years later, when I retire, or when I don't want to work anymore, a standard meal will cost me $14. So the question is, am I prepared for this? Also, inflation is something very real. Now that we are working with inflation, our pay increase. Maybe you don't feel that way, but we will come a day whereby we no longer can work anymore, or we no longer have work anymore. This is happening to us. Okay, are we prepared for that? Okay, that is the question that a lot of us should really pay attention to. Okay, so I of course, as an investment person, as someone who actually deals finance day to day, this is something I actually treat very seriously. I actually sat down with my wife one day, and we actually worked out what is this thing called our basic monthly expenses. So this is for 2 person, me and my wife. So of course, this exercise is to help us to plan our retirement. So basically help us to calculate on the day that we retire, how much do I need? Okay, I do 2 things. Number 1 here is this: I actually calculate what's my basic money expenses. So things whereby whether I work, don't work, okay, as long as I can survive, as long as I can wake up, I can breathe, I need to spend one. So we're talking about food, transport, utilities. We list down for 2 person. So feel free to take a snapshot of this slide if you need to. I think this is quite standard. So we actually sat down, and based on current price, today's price, okay, for me and my wife to survive based on our current lifestyle, we need about 3,150 per month. Okay, just to give you a very quick overview, like for example, food, how we calculate 1,200. So we actually go and think about it. One day, each of us will spend about $20 on food based on today's price. So times 30 will be 600 times 12, so times 2% will be 1,002 per month. So that's how we actually work out this number, 1,002. Okay, so we do the rest. So for me and my wife to survive per month, just on survivor, we need about 3,150 based on the current price level. Okay, so that's part one. So part two, we also have to consider some luxury expenses. We cannot, retire already, then do nothing except for eat and sleep at home. Cannot be, right? We have to do some work, or we have to do some entertainment. So this is what I budgeted for based on current price, traveling 8,000, donation 500, fine dining 1,002. Okay, so this is per annum, definitely not per month. So we need another about 10,000 per year, okay, to sort of sustain our current lifestyle. Okay, so basically, if you actually work it out, so for me and my wife, for us to sustain our current lifestyle today, we need about 4,000 per month. Okay, now, so this is the part whereby the inflation comes in. Okay, so of course, one day me and my wife had to retire. So be it that we cannot work anymore, or there's no work for us anymore. So let's put a normal case. Let's say we, like everybody else, retire at 65, which is 20 years later. Okay, at inflation of 3%, whatever that costs us 3,958 today, the same basket of goods, the same basket of transport, the same basket of food, the same basket of utilities, 20 years later will cost us 7,149. That's what inflation means. So my point here is this. So basically, for me to retire comfortably, I still need to have an income of 7,149. So is it easy for me to generate income? Okay, so now it's time for me to ask you all some questions. So Jimmy, maybe you can help me see the chat. I may not be able to see the chat. Okay, now here is the question. If let's say, for example, I need a portfolio that generates 7,000 per month. Okay, here's the question. I need a portfolio that can generate for me $7,000 per month or $84,000 per year. Okay, assuming that this portfolio can give me 6% return, what should be the size of this portfolio? Thank you so much. So basically, for me to retire comfortably, maintain my lifestyle, on the day I retire, I should have 1.4 million. Okay, as per what my mathematics have shown. So with 1.4 million, 6%, I can generate 7,000 per month. Then frankly, I can live happily ever after. Okay, so this is my investment objective. This is how I set my investment objective, and this is what I hope really most people, most investors, before you invest, have this process. Why do you invest in the first place? What do you want to achieve overall in the first place? Okay, you don't just say, I want to invest because I want to make money. Make money for what? Make how much money? Just like anything in life, if your objective is not clear, you don't expect to achieve it. Okay, so this is how I set my objective, 1.4 million and a fully paid property. And if I can attain this objective, I am what I call financially free. I can live happily ever after. I don't have to worry about, living up to 90 or 100 years old. Okay, so this is what I mean by setting investment objective. So please, for any investors, please go through this process before you start investing.